Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and like, comment on the videos, and we'll go from there. So we appreciate all the views we've been getting on our reaction to the teaser trailer for Avatar: The Way of Water. So today we're going to do a little breakdown of the trailer. So we're going to watch it again, and I'm going to give my thoughts and pause and talk about what I think might be happening when we're watching the trailer. So like I said, hit that subscribe button, and if you want a shirt, comment below as well. And like I said, we just passed 1.5 million views overall, so thank you for that. Our views, are adding up for Avatar, so we're gonna do another video for Avatar and see if we could get the same response. So let's dig deeper into Avatar: The Way of Water trailer breakdown. Okay, so right here, these trees are, the floating trees and the floating rocks. You can see all that. Obviously, it was in the first film on this world, Pandora. I was watching a video the other day called the Hallelujah trees, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But the same kind of, thing was featured in the first movie. So I like how they used this right away, within the first seconds of the trailer. They also used a shot like this in the first film with Neytiri, played by Zoe Saldana. This looks like, new creatures, obviously, unless these are the Banshees, but they kind of look different. It looks more like the Na'vi race is living here. I heard that there was also going to be another race, like another culture that look the same, but they're different from, what Neytiri is and what Jake Sully became. So we'll see how that goes. But it looks like they live here. Okay, so when I was watching this yesterday, I loved the music, and this shot was really cool because it really synced to the tone of the flow of it. He's blowing on the it looks like a ocean thing, like a calling thing to either alert them or just doing it every day, just as a culture thing. But when you listen to it, pay attention, because every time he like blows in the thing, the deeper tone in the music, goes with it. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is Kate Winslet's character, but they did a lot of stuff underwater. James Cameron said, technology wasn't available back when they wanted to do the sequel, because obviously he knew back then that it was going to focus more like of a water. That's why it's called The Way of Water. Going to focus more about that on their world here. So I don't know if this is Kate Winslet's character. Sometimes it looks like them, like Jake Sully's Avatar, played by Sam Worthington. You can tell it's him. Sometimes you can tell it's Zoe too, but and Sigourney Weaver look just like her. But I'm not sure about this one. I'm only suggesting maybe it is Kate Winslet's character, because she had to film a lot of scenes underwater. She was the only person I heard that was filming underwater a lot, and apparently she held her breath for over 7 minutes, which that has to be some type of record for being just an actor. I don't know how she did it, but kudos, because that's a pretty good job. Okay, so right here, marker 45, also coming out in December, just like the first Avatar did, came out in December of 2009. So 13 years later, we get Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar 2, coming out in December as well. Now, how the original movie ended, Sully was quoted saying, some humans were allowed to stay, some others they shipped back to Earth. So looking at this looks like, the revamped RDA facility. The RDA was the company, the military company, behind all this stuff in the first one and everything. And then people went rogue, and Quaritch, played by Stephen Lang, he just kind of went aggressive and wanted to wipe out the Navi population and just total war at the end of the first one for that. So looking at this, it he is in all of them. Like they're gonna make 4 sequels total, including this, so a total of 5. But it looks like this might be him, along with the guy in the sunglasses. Might be Matt Gerald's character. If you don't know who that is, he was the bald guy, kind of like more like the pricky guy in the first one, and he got stomped on when he was in the the suit, whatever they call it, like not an exo suit from Call of Duty, but kind of like the big thing, the big robotic thing that they moved in. He got stepped on by one of their giant rhinoceros creatures. So I don't know how he lived. Also, I don't know how Stephen Lane's character Quaritch lived, because he got shot with a bunch of arrows from Neytiri, who is Zoe Saldana's character. But these two have to be them in their avatar form, because the guy's wearing sunglasses back there kind of matches Matt Gerald's character. And from what I'm getting out of this, the other guy is Quaritch, supposedly because that tattoo on his left arm is the same tattoo he had in the first one. So it just makes sense. Same helicopters used, same equipment. Okay, so here's a better shot. So you see that tattoo, so that might be Quaritch's character in avatar form. The guy behind him with the sunglasses, obviously, is the other guy. So I'm looking forward to this, because now they're doing what Sully, his character did, and Joel David Moore's character, Norm, the guy from Dodgeball, and Norm, he plays Norm in the movie. So they were trying to blend in, so was Sigourney Weaver, trying to blend in, trying to learn their race and learn everything. Then they report back, to the company all that they've learned. So that's why that Avatar program was created, pretty much. Then we learn those people just want to, tear it down, tear the whole world down. So obviously these guys right here, they supposedly died in the first one, but they're brought back to life. I'm looking forward to seeing who brings them back to life. Giovanni Ribisi's character, maybe. I don't know. He was one of them who left Pandora when they said, in the first one, somewhere to stay, somewhere to leave. He was the one that was leaving, but maybe he came back and got these guys in avatar form fully, just like how Sigourney Weaver's character was trying to do. And at the end, we saw Jake Sully's character, Sam Worthington, open his eyes and just transformed into an avatar body, or the Navi, completely. So this is going to be interesting, because, like I said, for the audience, some can tell it's the actor, or the human in the avatar form, and some can't. So I'm looking forward to seeing if Jake Sully and Neytiri can tell it's the bad guys in their form or not, because maybe they try to do something where, they blend in and then they become friends, and then they kind of get all the insides, and then, another war happens, because that's pretty much, I think, what's going to happen. Okay, this shot also, this guy or this kid is doing the same facial expressions like that they do, when they get angry and stuff. They tend to make that face, and even in the avatar form too, in their body, they make that face a lot. So this, I think I've read, this kid's called Spider. Don't quote me on that. That's just from other things I've been reading and watching, which is, I think he's adopted, Neytiri and Jake adopted him. And they also have 3 other kids or 2 other kids. I'm not sure, but they're all full, Navi race, the blue. I think that's what they call. I'm pretty sure the Navi on Pandora here. So looks like, obviously this is their son, and he's human, and maybe he has some special abilities or something. Like, I don't know, he's got the long hair, but given he's adopted, I don't think that hair is like the same when their hair, they connect, to the creatures and bond with them. I don't think that's what this is. I believe also this character right here is played by Michelle Yeoh, if I'm saying that right. She's also just starred in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is very popular. The new movie, she's in it, and Jamie Lee Curtis. So that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and now she's going to be in all the sequels for Avatar. So I'm not sure what her character's name is or what what she's doing, but from what I've been watching, I think this is her character.
I know one thing.
Okay, this shot at 1 minute 09 seconds. This shot's beautiful. I mean, this big giant ass whale, right, or whatever. They're always called some name on here, but if that's Jake Sully's character or somebody else, but just that initial like reaching out, touching the fin. I mean, it's really, really visually stunning here. It's called the Way of Water. So, these creatures might be, showing them like a different way of life or something, how to live underwater. Maybe that's what James Cameron really focused on this one particularly. We're not sure what 3, 4, and 5 have to offer, but they're all maybe going to be called something, because I just thought it was going to be called Avatar 2, but it's Avatar the Way of Water. So a lot of water elements in this film for sure.
Wherever we go.
Okay, I liked that part right there, because we're at 1:11, 1:12 here. It looked like obviously kind of maybe the last hour, or depending on how long this movie is, could be 3 hours. The first movie was 2 hours, 40 minutes, give or take. But there's going to be some more here, because again, this guy right here, it has to be Quaritch in the Avatar form, just because of that tattoo. When I first watched this, I thought it was Jake, but I never noticed that tattoo, because when I was watching Avatar the other day, Quaritch had that tattoo on the same arm. So I'm like, oh, okay. That makes me just, that's why I'm doing this breakdown again, because I just want to, mention that to you guys, because I did not see that when I did my reaction the other day. So from looking at that face, I swear I thought that was Jake Sully's character, because it looks just like him. But some other people mentioned it was Quaritch. Then I rewatched the film and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So this is interesting, because obviously they're in some type of, combat here. And we just saw it had to be Jake or an Itiri or someone jumping into the water with their son.
This family.
Right there. They got, when you said family, there was the Na'vi one and then the human one. The music too is just brilliant. Okay, I like that shot too, because it reminds me, this one at 1:24, it reminds me of how the first movie went, the war there at the end, when they were riding all the banshees and everything and had the guns. And but this looks like Jake Sully's character, because I'm not seeing the tattoo on the left arm, even though it's covered like with an arm thing, but he has longer hair, and it looked like Quaritch's hair was shorter, because to match the human self. But I think they all have to have long hair. It just, his was more like a buzz cut on top, and then the long ponytail. But this looks like Sully's character, and these things look like weird alligator fish things that can fly. So they're probably underwater, and then they come up and like a sneak attack maybe, but we'll have to see.
Is our fortress.
So when he said, this family is our fortress, obviously the whole Pandora thing is more of a fortress, and it's heavily relying on the family aspect in this sequel, the protection of them and doing whatever they can to survive because of a new threat. So I'm looking forward to when the main trailer drops. It could be July or August, give or take. I mean, this comes out in December. Maybe the trailer could even come out in September. I don't know. But this has already like over 11, 12 million views just on the Avatar's YouTube channel. And it's also on all these other channels, so it's getting a lot of views. It was shown in IMAX along with Doctor Strange. And I'm really looking forward to this, because first Avatar was great. I remember seeing it in 3D. And I just, couldn't believe what I was watching. I was 14 at the time, but that's when I pretty much, could like any movie, not critiquing it too much, but seeing it in 3D was something else, because you've never seen anything like it before. And then at the end, when the eyes opened, Jake was in his full Avatar body, like, oh, all right, sequel time. Then years went by, James Cameron announced it, and then all of a sudden he announced, 3 other ones. So we get a total of 5. First one, this one, and 3 other sequels. So I was really excited. And obviously, you know, this has been filming for a long time because the technology wasn't available. Some was, some wasn't. So they could do all the CGI and practical effects because they already did that. Some elements, again, were used in the first film, like the helicopters and some of the creatures and the CGI making them blue and everything. So, but the underwater aspect and, you know, maybe some other big creatures and whatever they also did has to feel and look real in this time, you know, 2022, because it has to hold up. I mean, when you go back and watch the first Avatar, it still holds up today. When you know, years will pass, maybe it'll look more fake, but who's to say? Because Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park from '93, still looks good to this day because Steven Spielberg used, you know, a lot of animatronics instead of just CGI dinosaurs. But that movie still looks pretty good. I mean, you can tell as years went on, it was getting faker looking, but you know, it's not as bad as when you watch like A New Hope or all those, you know, the old trilogy Star Wars movies, and it just looks like, you know, a toy when they're flying the ship. So again, CGI, special effects, graphics, all that have come a long way. And Avatar: The Way of Water is really gonna show us what more the world has to offer with technology, what more directors can do in their upcoming movies, and just, you know, James Cameron is just paving the way for other people following his footsteps just to make movies like this. And brilliant concept. I mean, the first movie, the storyline was just like unlike anything I've ever seen. I got the sequel, so this one's going to focus on family, protection. We'll see what the other three, in water, the way, you know, water, obviously. And we'll see what the other three have to offer. So hit that subscribe button. This has been our Avatar: The Way of Water trailer breakdown. You know, trying to do shots here and just give you my opinion and what I'm thinking here. So first one was like my favorite all-time movie, so I'm hoping this one can match that and be second, you know, up there to the first Avatar. So hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.